welcome to Distant Lightning. I'm BarelyKnowingPhil. We're going to talk about games 1 and 2 of the Stanley Cup Final because the Tampa Bay Lightning are fighting for a Stanley Cup against the Dallas Stars. So the Bolts lost game 1 4-1, and I kind of expected them to lose. It was very similar, I think, to the Islanders losing to us. Of course, we beat them by a much larger margin. So we lost 4-1 in that game. It was a rested Dallas team. And in spite of that, I thought our team dominated most of the game. Maybe 2/3 of that game dominated puck possession. So it wasn't a bad game for the Lightning. It just no pucks went in the net. Now game 2, the Bolts win 3-2. Okay, that was last night. Again, I saw Tampa dominate puck possession, which is really great. And they also scored on power plays. All right, we're going to talk about the good, the less than good, and stud of the game. And this time I didn't skip stud of the game, which I've been doing. My bad. Also, I want to say thank you to whoever commented and suggested that I keep the camera still instead of put it on auto follow, because all-knowing Allie said it made for a much better experience watching me. So thanks again for commenting on my video. It helped everybody out. Happy wife, happy life. Okay, start with the good. Brayden Point is looking back in fighting form. He's really back to his old self, which I'm so relieved to see because I was a little worried he was going to have a lingering injury that was going to prevent him from playing to his potential. Good thing number 2, the power play is working at last. Now, it took until game 2 to get it working because the Lightning went 0-3 in game 1, but in game 2 they went 2 for 3. The refs in game 2, I thought, were literally trying to hand us the win. I mean, could we get any more power plays so early in the game? You know what's funny about that is the refs seem to be calling the Stanley Cup games tighter than any other game leading to the Stanley Cup Final series. I mean, think about the Blue Jackets series, then Boston, especially those two. There was craziness going on all over the ice. I'm talking constant slashing, constant cross-checks, constant boarding, constant tripping, constantly slashes all over the place, and no whistles. Now we get to the Stanley Cup Final, and it's whistle, 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 whistle. So that's interesting, and the only thing I can guess is that there's probably a lot of eyes watching the Stanley Cup series, right? Because every hockey fan now, this is the last hockey you can watch, so you have a lot of viewers, and the NHL might have asked the refs to call a tighter game to increase the chance of scoring and scoring opportunities, which of course is fun for fans to watch. So that's my guess, my own opinion. Although, speaking of missed calls, how about that BS call against Palat after he was victimized along the boards? He got knocked down, late hit into the boards. Then he got cross-checked, all on camera. And then he got put in the penalty box. Now, maybe he did something dirty that I didn't see before that. But isn't it always the retribution that gets put in the box? That was weird. That's the only weirdness. Okay, good thing number 3. Speed and energy. Even in game 1, though the Lightning lost, they still demonstrated speed and energy, oddly enough, in the third period. You would think they would get tired through the game, but actually, I feel like they actually increased their pace in the third period. Unfortunately, it was too little too late. They really needed to just do that at the beginning of the game. But in game 2, wow, the Lightning showed that they want the cup. I mean, that's what I saw. It was really great to see. They attacked the puck all over the ice, and they created a lot of turnovers. That's how they're going to win this cup this year. Good thing number 3, Coop's adjustment. Coach John Cooper of the Lightning has taken criticism in the past, especially during last year's 4-game sweep by the Blue Jackets, that he's incapable of adjusting play and adjusting his team to deal with changes happening or deal with what he's facing the other side. As a fan of the Lightning, it did kind of seem that way, honestly. It seemed like there was a one-trick pony. We kept trying to do the same thing, kind of a run-and-gun style play, and it didn't work across 4 games. This season, however, I did see him adjust. So if you notice like I did, in game 1, our team did a lot of Hail Mary type shots from the point and tried to get rebounds. This did work against the Islanders and did work actually against the other teams we faced pretty well. It was really more about picking up those second opportunities off rebounds. But Khudobin is a different goaltender and Dallas is a slightly different team. It's not working. And in game one, we tried that. We outshot the Stars in game one 36-20, and we still lost. So it wasn't that our guys weren't shooting. It was just they were throwing pucks on net and hoping for rebounds. Rebounds usually require stuffing it in the corner along the pipe or maybe getting a 5-hole. But Khudobin is not giving up any 5-holes or anything low. And that his leg pads are down. He's very good with his legs. And they're always down low. And he's backing it up with his glove, I notice, or blocker. And he's preventing anything low. And it's hard to lift the puck at point-blank range. But in game two, the adjustment I saw now, and maybe you saw it too, is that our guys really stopped the Hail Mary shots. And they were doing a lot more passing. And they were executing their passes. They were working in a lot of cross-ice passes. Exemplified by Kucherov. He did it twice. Now, once he was in his face-off dot in the first power play, fed it to Point in the middle, who scored. The second one, though, was total leanness. Faked the shot, hit the puck to Palat, who also was surprised that the shot didn't go off, and was able to collect the puck. And to Palat's credit, he collected the puck, took a breath, shot it to the open net, didn't miss, didn't shoot it high, didn't fire it right at Khudobin's belly button. He found the open net. Huge props to Palat, but also Kucherov for setting up that play. So I saw that all night, and we won. So we've learned now, and the adjustment is we need to move Khudobin. Now, this seems like, of course you need to move a goalie to score, but some goalies you need to move a lot, and that's Khudobin. And we did. I saw a lot of shots from very wide angles, which are hard to score on normally. But, hey, this is the Lightning here. We can score from everywhere, baby. Okay, moving on to the less than good. The number one thing I observed is long shifts. I'm noticing whole squads or individual players staying on the ice way longer than they should. I find myself screaming at the screen, like, get off the effing ice, bro. Get off the ice. They're out there, they're approaching 2 minutes sometimes. I think Shattenkirk was out there for over 2 minutes. And he couldn't really find a moment to haul ass to the bench. These guys are pros. I know tired, they can sprint faster than most people to the bench if they really needed to. They need to do it. Get your asses to the bench before 2 minutes, guys. Come on. At 30, 45 seconds, you should be done. So I think the Lightning need to do a little bit better on avoiding long shifts, because it did result in at least one goal in last game and probably is resulting in goals across the 2 games. So hopefully that's another adjustment the Lightning make. Less than good number 2. Pat Maroon. I know Pat Maroon's very popular, and I like him too. And he has a really strong role to play, especially sticking his big ass in front of the other team's goalie so they can't see the shot coming in. But there must be some type of grudge left over from a prior playoff series when he was on the Blues. So in game 1, after the period was over, he shot the puck into the Dallas bench and immediately got a 10-minute misconduct and missed most of the game. You're not helping the team by missing most of a game. And if you think you're firing up the team, you're not. Not in 10-minute misconduct. I'm sorry. You are actually hurting your team. And then in game 2, he got the goaltender interference. He knows where the goalie is. He knows where the crease is. And he knows not to do goaltender interference. This is one of the most veteran players on our team. So, again, is he trying to send a message to Khudobin or make Khudobin, intimidate him a little bit? He's just hurting the team. Don't give the Dallas Stars extra power plays. They're a good team. There's a reason why they're in the Stanley Cup Final. Power plays can be deadly and not in our favor. So anyway, I hope Pat Maroon tightens up his game and thinks twice before getting 10-minute misconducts or stupid goalie interference penalties. Whatever grudge he has, hey, just, pick their goon, whoever it might be, because I don't know the Stars that well, and, throw down, get it out of your system. But let's play some hockey. Let's try to protect our leads, protect our game, not get unnecessary penalties. Moving on to stud of the game. Okay, who could it be? Nikita Kucherov. Sometimes called Nikita Kucherov. Am I right? So those passes. Did you see those passes? I mean, he's always great with the passing, but especially last game. It took him a period to kind of unbruise his ego. In the first period, he's getting knocked around a little bit. In my opinion, he was trying to draw penalties, and someone needs to give him an Oscar. It didn't work, but anyway, he went to the locker room, came back, and he seemed to brush off his ego, and then he got down to business. And boy, did he. He makes these quick, it's not no-look passes, but no hesitation passes, and they always find their target, and they always throw off the other team. There was a defenseman on the Stars on Palat's goal, the second goal, who just was stunned. He couldn't even believe the puck just went right across his stick. He was not expecting it. Even Palat was a little startled. But Kucherov really delivers elite NHL play, and he demonstrated it last game. So I just hope that he can keep his ego from getting in the way of executing continued elite play, and you know what I mean. All right, guys, looking ahead, Game 3 is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. And can the Lightning sustain their momentum from Game 2 and perhaps win Game 3? I think so let's hope they can do it. What adjustments will Rick Bowness make for the Stars? So we're going to have to see. I was also curious if we'd see Ben Bishop at any point, but I did hear that he's not fit to play, so he's actually not the backup. The one game I remember him playing against the Lightning, we lit him up like a Christmas tree, like 6-zip. So I do think there's a little scarring there from being on the Lightning. That's my opinion. How is he going to get rid of it? Well, maybe he shouldn't get rid of it in the Stanley Cup, right? Let's not try it out there. So if I'm Rick Bowness, regardless of Bishop's status, maybe I won't play him. I don't know. Maybe I'm just totally ignorant there. Again, I don't know the Stars. I don't know who their third stringer is or how good that person is. So we'll see, because I don't know if Khudobin will get pulled. If he does, I don't know. I kind of thought he was going to get pulled in Game 2 based on the goals we were getting, but Rick Bowness stuck him in. And they did keep it close. I mean, it was only a 3-2 win. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please tap the like button. If you would like this video series to show up on your feed, consider subscribing. And we'll see you next time on Distant Lightning.
Get off the effing ice, bro. I mean, get off the ice.